Welcome back to City Blades Tutorials. This is Broccoli Skates bringing you the next installment of our crossover series. Be sure to check out the links below to our other videos I feel are necessary to practice before moving on to this video. Let's begin. Once you're comfortable with both directions of forward crossovers on a circle pushing from one foot to another without a 2-foot glide, we can start alternating your crossovers. First thing we must learn is the transition from one half circle to another from 1 foot. We do this with a forward consecutive inside edge from one side of a center line to another. Here we'll start pumping the arms from side to side in opposition to your skating foot. As you collect your free foot and open your toe for the next inside edge, your arms come back to neutral as discussed in our power skating series. The better we crank our toes open, the truer the start of the inside edge will be. As you collect your free foot after the first push, your arm pump should collect in sync to get ready for the next edge. This collecting motion will also help bring you back to the center line. A practice tip is keep the alternating inside edge circles small to get you back to the center easier. We'll make the circles larger when we add in the crossovers. Common mistakes here are not opening your toes enough into a V position to step on a true inside edge. You'll more or less keep your toes open and immediately collect your heels when pushing from side to side. Railing or not collecting your feet all the way back together is another common theme with inside edges. Make sure that you do not step down before you make it back to your center line. Hold and follow it for consistency. And lastly, making one circle larger than the other. This will mess up your timing. Symmetry is critical here. Now that we have practiced transitioning on a center line using an inside edge, we need to practice the crossover on both sides of this center line. First, practice your crossover on both sides with a 2-foot glide transition. Change circles by checking your shoulders to the new circle before the crossover. A practice tip, keep your eyes locked on the center line. This will make it easier to check your shoulders and curve back. Now we can add the inside edge transition and crossover together. Each side of the circle will have 3 steps, the inside edge transition and the 2 crossover pushes. Because there are more pushes on each side, you'll need to step away from the center line to allow yourself enough room to push. Inside edge, outside edge, cross to an inside edge, and now you're back to the center line. To an inside edge, outside, inside, center line. As you can see, the arm pump is continuous and undisrupted by this transition. As we get more speed and larger circles, the body lean will become more necessary. The first inside edge should lean your spine away from the circle to help balance over the transition edge. The outside edge will lean on the circle, as does the inside cross edge, and repeat. The better each of these leans are, the better you'll be able to push. A practice tip is divide the 3 steps evenly on the half circle. Keep the timing slow and the circles bigger at first. As you speed up the timing of the steps, the circles will get smaller. And stay down in the knees, but flex your toes up. You don't want to grip unexpectedly on the transition. Common mistakes would be stepping down before your center line. You'll start changing course quickly. Don't forget to crank those toes open on the center line before the inside edge push. Also, leaning too far over your circle. Wheels don't like gripping with too much lean. I say lift up your rib cage towards the circle. You'll be able to press into your edge without tilting your shoulders into the circle too much. The majority of your fitness street skating will be done on forward skating. It's good to practice your crossovers both directions in a controlled environment. This will help you become a better multi-directional skater and feel more comfortable leaning both directions on a circle. I hope you enjoyed this installment of the crossover series. The next episode will cover the backward crossover and go right into the alternating backward crossovers as well. Feel free to leave any questions in the comment section. Subscribe so you can continue following this series, and as always, stay active.